Okay. Hello, Internet. We are now recording for episode 162 of Enter the Dungeon. Riley, do you want to give the recap on what happened last time?
I found a cow.
Correct. Anything else?
No.
After being mysteriously attacked by some black kind of curse feeling by some minotaurs, and then they ran away, and then I found a cow.
Yep.
That's all you need to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a Minotaur did something to you, and now you have a cow that found you as a friend. Nothing suspicious about that, I wouldn't say.
Don't ruin this for me.
Got anything to add, Andreas?
Well, I haven't been at main sessions for, like, a long of them, so no.
What's the last thing you remember happening, Andreas?
They caught me trying to cross the border.
Oh, yeah, now you're on that, carriage into, and you're about to be executed, but then the dragon is going to swoop down and save you.
I've played that scene 5 times, and that is about as much Skyrim as I have played.
Oh, you're finally awake.
Walked right into that ambush, same as us.
Yep. You were probably gonna play more, but you took an arrow to the knee, so it stopped you.
I mean, you guys currently are in a carriage, and you do have a captive.
Who?
Okay, so...
he's not a captive.
No.
He's a witness.
No, not him. The other... No, Rayford's captive. The High Elf.
Oh,
is this the one that I
wasn't here when this happened. I just assumed they would end up being the same guy.
Yeah, was this the guy that I was like gonna kill, and like have like I had like a deep look in the reflection of the water for?
Yeah. This is the guy that you're gonna sell to a surgeon, and he's gonna scrap him for parts.
Oh, we decided to do that. Okay.
Rayford decided, at least.
Cool.
And no one stopped him. And hey, isn't that Ash's motto? If no one stops Rayford, then he's allowed to do it.
I don't know that I've heard this, but I'd believe it.
I mean, he hasn't per se said that, but...
It sounds like something he would say, though.
Yeah, that man, he's the perfect epitome of it's what my character would do, but in like a non-toxic way.
Well,
not toxic to the other players. In game, yes, extremely. like nuclear fallout levels of toxins, but yes. But okay then. And speaking of nuclear fallout, you guys are currently...
I'm sorry, when did we change game systems?
Wait, huh?
There's a Fallout 76 question mark TTRPG?
Yes, Fallout does have a official system. And I think there's fan-made ones as well, but that's
my buddy has it, and he wanted to play it. Like they have he has like these like tangible like bottle cap like currency almost.
Yep. But okay then. And speaking of, though, you guys are now pulling back into the Nomish city of Rosesword, and you of course get the attention of everyone as you're waltzing in with your majestic carriage.
Yes. Can I please make a vibe check on the cow?
Yes.
So would that be insight or investigation?
Nature or survival?
Survival?
Yes.
Let's do survival.
Okay. But remember, you're not hunting this cow. So...
I'm not hunting it. It's still a plus. A roll of 5. So 12.
Mm-hmm. 12 total or?
12 total.
Okay. So with a 12 total, if you're just looking it over, it seems like a fairly standard cow. Since you're getting a better look at it, it doesn't look like it just came from a farm or anything. It definitely does look like more like a wild cow. So it's a bit more mangy. Might not be as fat as like a farm-raised cow or anything like that. So you didn't just steal some farmer's cow.
The free-range cow. Okay, good.
Yes.
All right. Write down cow.
Named Moo Moo, apparently.
Moo Moo, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
what color is Moo?
Okay, this is. I mean, I was picturing like a cartoon black and white cow, but yeah, might not necessarily be the case.
I was thinking one of those like Irish cows that got like it's almost got like the hair on it. You know what I mean? They're brown. He's got like a blonde head of hair.
Okay. Blonde cow.
Yeah.
What it look like? Yeah, this is gonna be like a blondish cow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it seemed, and if you're taking the time to sort of test this out, it definitely seems interested in you specifically. It was not attracted to the carriage or something like that. You can tell it was definitely, it's looking at you.
Okay, well, then could I make a check to kind of see if it's like in like respects me, or like has it like looks like it's gonna be like mad at me, or do you want me to use that 12?
You can make an insight check with disadvantage because you don't really speak cow, but you might be able to infer some things.
Sure. So insight
with disadvantage, yes.
5 total.
Yeah, with a 5 total, you don't know what the cow wants. It
right.
doesn't appear violent, but that's about all you know.
All right. So the cow is the cow pulling the carriage?
No, the cow's behind the carriage. I mean, if you want, you could probably hook up the cow to do that, but you don't know if the cow would be down for
I'm
that.
not going to piss it off.
And all this commotion attracts another town guard. Says, "What is the meaning of this?"
We have a witness for a trial for a man who's been wrongly accused of murder.
What? Oh, wait. Are you the group that we were told about?
What kind of professionalism is this? You guys don't even know who we are. I am.
You're the. Wait, I know this one. You're the rock launchers.
I do the giddy up thing on the cart.
Do I need to cite you for threatening a member of the city guard?
Okay, first of all, you insult us by not knowing who we are. Second of all, you insult us by saying the rock launchers. All right, no. First of all, it's the stone movers. Second of all, we're here for the trial of I forgot his name.
His name's not important.
Okay. We're here for
I don't care what trial we're here for. We have a key witness.
Yes.
Just every trial that's scheduled for today. Just let me in all of them.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Let me into all of them, and if this guy can provide testimony for any of them, that's great. But he's a key witness in one of them.
And by the way, the guy that you're here to speak on behalf of, he is Dr. Leon Key.
Dr. P?
Leon Key.
Key. Okay, I was gonna say
Key.
K-U-Y?
Key.
K-U-Y.
Like a parakeet. Key.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like the stuff that monks use.
Exactly. All right.
So,
Okay.
Dr. Chi.
Oh, you're here for Dr. Key? Oh, well, you missed it. His trial was a while ago, and he was convicted, and he's set to be executed within another day or two.
We have further information. We have newfound evidence that is
Retrial.
Yeah, I demand a retrial.
What? You can't demand that. Who do you think you are?
Heroes of Galay. I probably shouldn't announce that here.
Is that supposed to impress me? And here in that country, it's so bad off that simply moving one rock out of the road would be an act of heroism.
I get off the thing and move a rock out of the way.
Oh yes. You know, if you were in Galileo, those people that are so wicked that your simple act of charity would make you the most righteous among them.
Gordon looks straight ahead at nobody and just like breathes.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Don't beat his head. He doesn't know. It's okay.
Yeah, because Gordon is the only one on this cart who is a citizen in full standing of Galay.
Okay, that is true. Okay, sir. Look, we have a witness to a man who has been wrongly convicted and found a man who has been wrongly found guilty.
Yes.
So, and this man has seen is a eye firsthand witness. So,
Well, all right. Where is he? Is it the gray one? He says, pointing at Earthmover. Is it the drow?
oh, I was gonna let Off try to say something, but no. He's in the carriage. Let me get him.
Yes, and you're able to rouse forth Martin. He says, "Okay, so, all right, mighty North Soldra Guard, or whatever you said you were."
Yes. Can we please go to the truck? To the courthouse.
And the man the guard who just kind of blinks his eyes is just like, wait, what is that? Is that?
Oh God.
Also, what was he on trial for?
Murder.
Murdering the guy that we just brought?
No, exactly. Dr. Martin Shipwright, is that you? And Martin says, indeed it is. I've been brought back to testify to what Dr. Key was doing that night.
Ha! Ha. Now, let us go.
And the guard says, all right, come with me to the... All right, I guess you should take this up with probably the captain of the guard.
Well, then take us there.
Okay, very well. And he leads you through to downtown, and it's got to be kind of a weird experience because, like, the average height of a building here is 5 feet. So your carriage is just... It's like someone was...
Even Gordon feels tall here.
Yeah, no, but, like... it's like someone was playing with, like, a miniature set of toys, and then they decided to bring in, like, a monster truck to play with it, and just started rolling that through their small town.
Okay.
Yeah, like over army men figures or something.
Dude, under certain
army men is the way I'll is the analogy I'll use.
Under different circumstances, I would love it here.
Mm-hmm.
I say that to Earthmover.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're eventually able to make it towards the center of town, which probably doesn't take you long because comparatively, this would be a small town.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Per capita.
Yep. All right, just wait here, and the guard goes inside, and after about 5 to 10 minutes, out walks another Nomish man. This one wearing like a military uniform with it's a bit fancier, has better epaulets and everything, and just like, all right, what is the meaning of this? I'm told that you have some sort of surprise witness to release the convicted from prison.
I present to you Dr. Shipwreck. Is Shipwreck?
Yes, Shipwreck.
I present to you Dr. Shipwreck. Take it away, boss.
Yes, I can attest that Martin was there that night, and he did not kill Amanda. I don't know who did it, but it definitely wasn't him.
That's it.
And the captain of the guard seems to consider this and says, all right, the governor is on her way anyway. She'll be here tomorrow. She was going to oversee the execution, but we can now hold an impromptu hearing. But you have to understand, some people, especially this late in the process, they want this to go ahead as is. They kind of want to make an example out of Martin to show that no one is above the rule of law and that anyone can face the penalties.
So anyone can face the penalties to crimes they didn't commit?
Great precedent.
Hey, sometimes when you're in our situation, you got to make tough choices. I'm not the one.
You gotta select a scapegoat. Great precedent.
I'm not the one that made the choices here, but sometimes you got to act with a firm hand. But perhaps you can convince the governor.
Well, we'll see when she gets here.
Okay. She'll arrive in the morning, and I don't know. I guess you can try to scrounge up any more evidence that you can throughout the town. Maybe we missed something during our investigation.
If we find something that you guys didn't do, you guys need to do a better job.
Hey, do you want this chance or not? There's no need to insult our investigative work.
Good point. All right. We'll be on our way.
Mm-hmm.
Just like leaned over to Martin. Do you think he would have mentioned you and said like that you by name could have said where he was at the time?
I mean, he probably did, but since no one could find me, that was probably a dead lead, as it were.
Dang, should have been there for your friend. Anyway.
Skill issue.
Look,
why was he in the mines again?
Was he held captive, right?
Eventually, yes. Look, on the night of the murder, I panicked. I thought that they were coming for us, so we wanted to flee. I told him to come with me, but he wanted to get his wife first, and the three of us were going to escape together and meet up at the soul mine and then go from there, but he never showed up. They probably arrested him on his way back home.
So, did you see the murder?
No, I didn't see the murder take place.
Did you see where Dr. Key was during the murder?
We heard that Amanda had been killed in her home, and that's why we were making our plans to escape. We were on the outskirts of town when it happened.
So you guys were together when it happened?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure that you have an actual working thing. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he disappeared for about an hour around the time of the murder, but other than that, we were together the whole evening.
It's like, yeah, we went through all this trouble for him to just, like, no actual concrete evidence.
And I guess you could go over to Amanda's house, look over the crime scene again. I mean, it's been a while since it actually happened, so I don't know what would be left there. But
true.
If you know any advanced magics, perhaps you could scrounge something up.
I don't have any thing that would help us right now. Unless, like, my unless my thaumaturgy could, like, do something like I guess it would be more of like no, alright. I can't really do anything.
And Rayford's not here to speak with dead. But let me check something. Yeah, because this is definitely something that Ash would go for. If we want, we can say in character Rayford is using Speak with Dead if that's something that you want to investigate. But you would need to find her body for that.
Perfect. Can I look for her body?
Yes. So where do you want to look for that?
The equivalent of a mortician?
Okay, yeah. If you want to go to like City Records or the morgue or something.
Yeah.
The local undertaker. Oh, yes, Amanda. Well, she was buried with honors a few months ago. Why?
Yeah, but
what?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to say something.
You
else.
want to visit her grave or something? We can.
Yes, actually.
Okay, well, it would be in the graveyard, as you can imagine, in the area reserved for war heroes and those who have contributed great advancements to our society.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, tragic thing that happened. You know, she was murdered by her own best friend in her own home. Terrible way to die.
Who was her best friend?
Oh, a man by the name of Dr. Leon Key. But he's going to be executed for that in another day or two, so justice will be served.
How do you know that Dr. Key did it?
Well, I mean, His gun was used to murder her. His research notes were found in her home, and he was convicted by a competent and lawful court process.
Well, if they were friends and they worked together on certain things, so that means it would be obvious if they shared their notes. And if I hand you my sword and you go kill somebody with it, that doesn't mean I did it. It means you did it.
Well, I mean, swords are a little different. Almost anyone can get a sword, and it's a lot easier to make one sword look like another. But those guns, they're unique. It was specifically registered under his name, and not just anyone can go out and get one.
Very true. Well,
by the way, who are you exactly?
Thank you. Goodbye. And I head over to the
just hopping out, I imagine.
What?
Yeah. You're just like, I'm not answering that question, and then just jumps away.
Yep.
Okay.
So we go over to the funeral, to the war heroes, and
drive-throughs and dives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those takes a bit of searching, but as it's definitely one of the newer graves. Like the tombstone is not as worn out as some of the others, and the particular area that she's in seems to be for those who specialize in various forms of scientific research. Yes. So, what do you want to do here?
I guess I am gonna dig her up.
Okay. Now, Riley, I want you to think about the possibilities of this as a group effort. What are you trying to do right now?
I was gonna. So Rayford's got to speak to dead, right? Or ask.
Yes, but taking this another step further, there's Earth here, and you need it moved, right?
Yeah.
So
what I'm gonna grab a shovel.
You should call
we
up.
Should, we should get the robot.
Yeah, you should have Westspin.
Yeah.
Go find you a shovel, and then you dig it up yourself.
Yeah. This sounds like the most appropriate way to do this.
Or even better, call upon Gerald, have him manifest himself, and then just use enough fireballs to melt the dirt until it's revealed.
Yeah, let's just burn the dirt.
Yeah.
Just burn the dirt away. Get Gerald.
Okay, but first have Earth Mover manifest you up some chlorine trifluoride. Is that the thing? Yeah, so that way you can oxidize the dirt enough to set it on fire.
Oh, so is that really what we're doing?
Yeah, let's just make some chlorine trifluoride. We'll be fine.
I can't tell you what to do with your characters. I don't want to railroad you.
Hey, Earth Mover.
Yeah.
Can you do me a humongous favor?
Don't worry, I got you. I'm going to go ahead and make those dividing walls around this so that we can burn the dirt out.
All right, sweet. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Just to make sure we don't want to burn dirt that we didn't mean to burn,
Exactly.
So I'm going to go ahead and take the dirt from on top of the grave to make a retention wall around the grave.
Mm-hmm.
But then I accidentally used enough dirt that we made it all the way down.
Yep. So how did your campaign end? Oh, my the party, they accidentally set fire to dirt and it was uncontrollable, so the entire planet ended up going up in flames. Real doomsday level event. But hey, at least the BBEG didn't have anything left to conquer.
This is true.
Yep.
Take away their prize. If you can't win the fight, take away their prize.
Yep.
We should just go cast Black Hole. I'm gonna go find 8 first level wizards or like magic initiates around town.
Yep.
Just teach them all how to make gravity stronger and make a black hole. Easy.
That sounds like a grand idea.
Mm-hmm. But Earth Mover is able to excavate this grave enough.
All right, sweet. So Rayford is going to cast whatever.
Yeah. So Gordon is able to break through the coffin, or at least open it up a bit, probably using his carpentry skills. But so now you're just looking down at a decaying body of a gnome that was killed by severe trauma. So
how many pieces?
At least one.
Cat's
Great.
barely dying.
I cast
no.
True Resurrection.
Revivify.
As you can see, clearly the victim is still alive. This should have been an assault trial, not a murder trial.
Y'all
Okay.
wildin'.
At best, this was attempted murder.
Your
And what
Honor,
even is that?
I would
Do
like
they
to
give
call my first witness to the stand, the victim.
Yeah. Do they give out Nobel Prizes for attempted chemistry?
Your Honor, you weren't even there.
Your Honor, you weren't even fucking there. Your Honor, that's cap.
Yeah.
Your Honor, you need to leave.
Your Honor, my client literally didn't do it.
Your Honor, Freebird was on.
You mean the movie where they go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu?
Your Honor, my client would like to plead Sagittarius.
Your Honor, I would just like to say that these charges are mad cringe.
Your Honor, my client is literally just a girl.
Your Honor, my client was standing on business.
Your Honor, it's my client's party, and he'll cry if he wants to.
Okay, back to...
Okay, I think that's enough of that. Okay, but yes, you're able to break into the coffin, and Rayford, holding up the very gem of Thanatos, is able to reverse the powers of death just enough to animate this being to give it the ability to communicate with you. And remember, 3 questions, and we're doing this sitcom rules where if you accidentally phrase something as a question, it counts. Wait, is it 3?
Out of character, I have a question. That is a statement.
Okay.
For Drew, the dungeon master.
No, wait, it's 5 questions, and yes.
Okay. Is Rayford already cast a spell?
I mean, he would have if you asked him to, but what's your question?
All right, gotcha. All right, so I asked him to do it, and he did. You just said that he did it. Okay.
Is anyone with us?
I presume that oh, wait, actually, yeah. Did you ask Westman to stay behind?
I don't remember.
This feels like something that just Gordon, Earthmover, and Rayford do while Westman stays behind.
Oh, it kind of like keeps watch of the of Dr. Shipwreck.
Yeah, mostly because don't actually have the people from the country be here while you defile this grave.
Bah.
Yeah.
I don't care about the 87 precepts of Westbon.
Yeah.
That's a Hollow Knight reference.
Mm-hmm.
It went over my head.
There's a character who's very full of himself called Zote, and if you go do his I think it's an optional quest line, he'll like tell you the 87 precepts of Zote, which are like the rules he lives by.
Mm-hmm. And Chris has a running joke where if Westman catches someone doing a crime, he'll just like hold on to them and start lecturing them and give them like dozens of reasons why they shouldn't do that.
Oh yeah, I remember him doing that.
Okay, so Riley, did you have like a logistical question or?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. What benefit do we hope to get from digging up a grave without, like, we could just, this should be part of the trial.
It should be. We should just bring the corpse to the.
No, there's a more tactful way to do this. If I just like put the earth back and we go and we're like, hey, let's go out to the cemetery and ask the victim themselves, because we have the power to do that.
That is so true. Okay. That's a good point.
Like, I think this would be better served being part of the trial.
Okay. Rayford, wait, don't do it yet.
Yeah, don't cast it yet, Rayford. Let's come back here and do this as part of the trial. Literally be like, I would like to call my first witness to the stand, but first we need a coroner's note.
Yep. It's exhumation time.
Time to exhume and presume.
Okay. So for your current plan, you're going to exhume the body, have Martin testify and probably just explain your reasoning for why it's possible that they made a mistake and okay. Is there anything else you want to do to prepare for this event?
You know what? Gordon's gonna go around town and try and find some fancy clothes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I like this. Yeah, eventually you're able to go like to the equivalent of like a big and tall store to find some in your size, I think. But
Says, do you have this in a 4XL, please?
ooh, you do have a hard bargain, but I'm gonna need to see the money up front.
I said, well, how about this? I'll give you a cow.
Wait, you're getting rid of the cow?
Yes.
Oh man, I was hoping that. Oh no, this is me saying that. I was hoping you were going to keep the cow, but okay, yeah, you can try to trade the cow.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. Okay, I thought that I was just okay. You know, I'll keep the cow for the bit. What if?
I mean, it's your choice, but
So, how much would a piece like this cost?
Let's see now.
You should trade the cow for cow clothes.
Trade it for magic beans.
For magic beans? Oh, I do have magic beans. I have a pound of magic beans.
Wait, you have magic beans and a cow.
Yeah, you win. Oh, actually, this is kind of funny. So, fine clothes by default cost 15 gold, and guess how much a cow is worth?
20.
10 gold.
10.
Yep, fine clothing is worth more than a cow, which is
That seems wrong. Like,
Yeah.
really wrong.
well, yeah. I mean,
I guess actually, you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah, no. Hang on. How
especially
much is a single dairy cow worth?
yeah.
No, this is
In
this
modern
is
money,
wild.
dairy cows are worth anywhere from $900 to $3,000.
That's actually not as much as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, think about how much fine clothing you can get out of one cow.
I think it's not a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
From the leather.
Okay, but yeah. So how much do you want?
Well, for a fine piece of clothing like you're saying, well tailored to fit your particular stature and size, gonna need about 15 gold.
Ooh.
But you will be getting the finest of fine clothing. Yes.
Here you go. And I give him the 15.
Okay. Wait, a D&D player just paying for something without spending 20 minutes haggling? What is this?
You know what? Never mind.
Wait, no. I jinxed it.
How about this cow and I don't kill you?
Yeah.
How about you give me the clothes for free and you get to live? Huh?
How about you give me the clothes for free and I don't burn down your stupid store?
You like breathing, yeah? Well, how about you continue to breathe and just give me the clothes, huh?
Cast stinking cloud. Fuck you, I cast smelly.
I cast power word kill on the merchant.
I cast
Okay, so now we have the murder. Now we get a second murder trial. That's what you guys wanted, right?
I think the first thing we need to question is how we got access to a 9th level spell.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to.
That's what the magic beans
Don't
do.
ask questions.
Yeah, that's the magic bean.
Don't wanna know.
Yeah, each magic bean gives him a 1 9th level spell.
I have a pound of them.
Yeah, these are god level beans.
You should cast wish and wish for the ability to cast wish at will.
Yeah, wish for more beans.
Wish for more wishes.
I mean, that's definitely a wish spell use, right? Just wish for the at-will power wish.
Actually, I don't know if you can. I think in Wish, it specifically says you can't ask for more wishes.
I don't think it does.
Let me see. I'm about to look at it right now.
Yeah.
Wish.
Yeah,
You can create blah, 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 blah. You might be able to.
It's a long spell description, but it's also like at the end, like up to DM discretion, you can ask for whatever, but they can add their own stipulations.
Mm-hmm.
I just want a nice big sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a hot tub? Well, I don't know. I don't want to read the whole thing right now, but so so what I'm thinking in my head, right, is I look like a dapper lawyer, but not in like a dark color suit, but in a more of a light, like a gray, like a light gray suit. You know, I'm trying to make a statement.
Yes, I can do that for you. And you just see him like looking out the window at Earthmover and says, "Now that man also has a very fine suit. Is that a friend of yours?"
Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He's also quite wealthy.
Would you also like yours
That's
in
a
red?
lie.
Shut up.
And to clarify, Earthmover is wearing like a distinct red like cloak.
I'm wearing like a suit with a matching red hat.
Yeah. I don't think it's quite a suit, but because like it is still clothing that you would go adventuring in, but it was tailor made for you. And yes, there's the matching hat, but yes. Yes. So would you so are you sure you want gray, or do you want to match in color with your friend over there? Or does he wear that as some sort of like outward marker so that everyone knows that he has some sort of malady?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
I turn around like so. Earthmover's not in the store. I turn around and I like give him a thumbs up and I look at him like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Understandable, but all right then.
How many different kinds of cancer did I just get diagnosed with?
All of them.
Rough.
Wait. But also, you would only need to label yourself if it's like a contagious thing, right? So
No.
this is like a contagious form of cancer.
I mean, handicap stickers exist.
Yeah, but it's not mandated that handicapped people dress in a certain way to announce to everyone. Like I'm thinking about like
No, that's in those stupid blue autism helmets.
Stupid, dude. Those things are fire.
Fashion statement of the century, the look of the summer. No, yeah. Hyper offensive clothing for autistic people notwithstanding, sure.
But anyway, Earthmover is now a leper, is the point.
I see.
So you'll need to go find Jesus. Yeah, Earthmover needs to find Jesus to be cured of his leprosy. That's going to be the next quest.
Earthmover kills himself.
And then he rises again?
Don't make Earthmover Jesus.
Earthmover is Jesus. Confirmed.
Wait. If a character dies and then resurrection magic is used on them, are they cured of normal diseases?
Depends on the resurrection spell.
Yeah, we'll need to look into that. That could be a useful life hack. Anyway.
Revivify, no. Resurrection, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. I have to say, this will be a very unique suit I'm making. I've never designed one in this size before, but I can get you what you need.
Thank you very much.
So, what are you in town for anyway?
Oh, you know that guy, you know that murder that happened? That doctor?
Oh, yes. Terrible thing. I mean, imagine being killed by someone you thought was your best friend.
Well, here's the twist. Hold on to your butt. He didn't kill her.
She's still alive? But they buried her.
No. She's dead. He did not kill her. It was another person. We don't know who. Just I know it's not this guy.
Huh. So, wait, what's the suit for?
So I can look good when I say it. So I look more charismatic, if you will.
Okay. Well,
actually, do you have any magic infused in these clothes? Like, something to like give you some more people skills? Look good, feel good, play good, kind of. Because if I'm wearing a potato sack and I'm covered in dirt. I feel like people aren't going to be as willing to listen to me as if I'm wearing a dapper suit. And I feel like,
Well, there are some magics we can put on this to make it so that way it'll never get dirty, for instance. Or hmm. Let's see now. Yeah, because you're trying to find clothing that would make you like more charismatic. Is that what you're looking for, Riley?
yeah. Or something to give me like a bonus to charisma checks.
Mm-hmm.
Like a performance or a persuasion check.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so this man couldn't per se make clothes that could do that, but you could use some of your magics for this.
What do you
Like,
mean?
for instance, you could use your ring of dragon wrath to be able to like absorb some of your party's charismatic energy to make yourself more charismatic if they allowed you to do that. Or
Whoa, what the? You could do that?
Kind of. Yeah, reading from what I wrote here, I can see that being a possible effect of this. Or you could also use, like the thaumaturgy spell in strategic ways to make your presentation more impressive.
Okay, that's probably what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, and maybe Earth Mover could help you with that, like manifest up like some like a recreation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I said that as a joke, but that could be like a real thing. Like you make like a scale model of the house that night, and
Oh wait, so I actually there's my ring has something.
mm-hmm.
I think you just said it, but I
Yeah.
may have ignored it. Or like I can make a house, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the astral gem. Yeah, technically that's Goldur's tower, but okay. Yes, I could see definitely with the
If
with the
I
nights that you have like use Goldur's tower in such a way that rather than actually be manifesting a like a physical tower, you're instead using that property to make like a very small, almost like a dollhouse sized thing that's more interactive.
yes. Also, really quick, did you say that for my character that I could pick new spells after every long rest?
Don't think so, but I'll check what you can do.
Thought we could. Because if that's the case, then I can kind of work around and like add some more spells that'll be better to my character or better to this situation.
So, okay. Looks like we had it written down that you know a specific list of spells, but so this is more like a clerical thing. Well, so what spells were you looking to get?
That's what I was just wondering. I'm looking now.
Yes. And also keep in mind that you have a like a whole team here that can help back you up. Like Earth Mover's alchemy might be able to get something for you, or his artificer spells. You have a number of magic items throughout the team.
True. Yeah, honestly, none of the cleric spells are pretty good for this. Maybe guidance. Okay, guidance gives you a plus. It gives you a D4 to whatever checks you choose, I believe. Yeah. Willing creature can roll a D4 and add the number to one ability check of its choice.
Mm-hmm.
It can roll the die before or after making it the ability check.
Mm-hmm. What school of magic is that?
It falls under. It's in the cleric.
Yes,
but
but because there's a specific reason why. Divination. Okay.
Divination. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think that there's per se an easy way you could get that. Let's see now. Tell you what, if you were to use a charge of okay, tell you what, you can if you work together with Earth Mover to make like an impromptu magical ritual, then you can try to channel the power of the Ring of Dragon Wrath, since that has the the powers of the Endless Maze. Its abilities are a bit wider, but they're also a lot harder to navigate. So you and Earth Mover could work together to create like a small ritual to let you temporarily be able to cast the guidance spell.
By the power of Grayskull.
Yeah.
All right.
So the two of you can work together on that. And one more thing. This man who's making you your fancy suit, if you want, you can actually give him the blanket of warming, and he can use that to build the suit. And that way you'll also have the magical properties of that blanket just built into the suit to keep you warm.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. So do you want this to be your suit of warming?
Yeah.
Okay. And and he says, and if you want, I can add that property to keep it always clean. That will be a fair bit more expensive, though.
How much more expensive?
Let's see now. Well, with the extra rare costs and objects, and seeing as you need it rather quickly, it'll bring the total cost to around 90 gold pieces.
So 75 more?
Yes.
Are you a man of wit or a man of strategy, you would say?
Well, I mean, I have been keeping this business in operation for over 150 years, so I know a few things about business strategy.
Gordon reaches for his chess set.
Okay.
What if I make a deal with you? You beat me in a game of chess, and I'll give you 100 gold.
Okay.
If I beat you in chess, I give you 60 gold.
Interesting. A wager. All right. You are certainly one of the most interesting customers I've had in years, so I'll indulge this.
All right. So I set it up.
Okay. So are you proficient in gaming tools?
I am proficient in carpentry tools.
Okay, or like because you can also be proficient in various forms of games, but
True. I don't think I would have anything, so to speak, that would make me via background amazing at chess. But I just saw I have a chess set on me, so I was like, "Oh, I can try and do that."
Okay, yeah. So you just pull up this chess set. So, okay.
So
we can do this through a series of skill competitions.
Yeah, just checks instead of playing an entire game.
Yep. So basically,
last time we did that, we were here for 3 hours.
Yeah, so basically, we'll do this as a skill challenge. So, you and Earth Mover can help you with this. Basically, choose any three of combinations of skills that you have or tools that you're proficient with that you think might be relevant. So, for instance, you might make an investigation check to be able to read the board and see what strategy might be a good move next, or insight to try to read your opponent's facial expressions, see what they might be planning, things like that.
Would perception be good?
Andres, you know more about chess than I do. What do you think?
What was the question?
We're doing a skill contest for chess, and would perception be a relevant skill?
Probably.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Yeah. Perception. That way, in case you have to spot like a piece that's in a good position that you didn't realize before, that could be part of it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like seeing what the main line might be in a given situation.
Yeah.
Depending on like whether or not you're still in book moves.
Okay.
Things
So
of that nature.
yeah. So insight, investigation, perception. See history to be able to like recall past games of chess that you've played and strategies that you've learned from them. Because this is not Gordon's strong suit, is it?
No. Well, I mean, he's really wise, but he's not really intelligent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which probably explains why he challenged this man to a chess wager before even thinking it through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So when you're moving the knights, that's animal handling. No.
Oh, I was gonna say sleight of hand, maybe.
I thought about that, but like, there's the entire point of chess is that there's nothing clandestine about it. All of the moves are out in the open.
Yeah. True.
Be a representative. He has a mirror stuck behind me so he can see my pieces.
Yeah. Okay, and you could also do deception to try to like trick him to thinking you're doing a different strategy by the way you're setting up your pieces.
You said deception?
Yeah, so you'll get to choose 3 from probably, and if you can think of any others that you think might be relevant, but there's deception.
Could I like try and
perception.
talk to him and get into his head and use persuasion and like talk to him?
Okay, yeah, do some mind games. So that
Yeah.
would be, so your
right
available
now-
list is persuasion, deception, insight, perception, investigation, and history.
I will use perception, persuasion, and investigation.
Okay. I need to figure out how good at chess this guy is.
Well, you said he's had a successful shot for 150 years. So
Yeah, but this might seem strange to Gordon, but like playing chess against all his customers was not part of his business model. Oh, that's why my business failed.
Playing chess.
Yeah, because I like to point out that is your background, failed merchant. So maybe that plays into it that like you challenge all your customers to chess games and you lost a bunch of money because of that.
They're just giving people free food.
Yeah.
Getting cooked in chess.
Yeah, like you took an analogy too literally when someone compared a successful business to like a game of chess. Okay. Okay. So, which move do you want to start with?
I will start with investigation.
Okay. So, investigate the board, try to find some good moves, and
the nat 3, but a 6.
yeah, with a 6 overall, like yeah, you're trying to look over the board. You don't really spot too many good openings, and you actually see something that you think is actually going to be a great move for you, but that's only because you didn't realize that he had a knight in just the right spot, so you fell for his trap and you lost one of your bishops.
Oh, that's great. Okay. All right, I'll make my next one.
Okay.
to be my persuasion check and try to like get into his head.
Okay.
15.
Okay, yeah, with a 15 overall, like he kind of lets it get to him a little too much that one ploy worked to distract you. So that's one success on the board, and you're actually able to do that to remaneuver and be able to capture that same rook that captured your bishop.
Sweet. Okay. So my last one is perception.
Okay, and well, I said 3 earlier because you're trying to get 3 out of 5 successes, so
I can use any one of them?
yes, and so if you get 3 failures, then you lose the game. If you get 3 successes, then you win it. So,
gosh, I was just trying to use all 3 of them just so I can like.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah. I will use perception.
Okay.
25.
Okay, yeah, within 25, like, so you had captured his, I almost said that you captured his rook using your other bishop, but that would be impossible because the rook captured your first bishop. So instead, what you were able to do is actually you moved your rook in such a way that it actually revealed a perfect attack with your bishop against his queen, and your talking earlier, getting into his head, he actually didn't even notice that there was that opening with where the queen and the bishop could attack each other. But as soon as it's your turn, you're like, oh yeah, and you just knocked that queen straight off the map.
All right, I'm gonna make another perception check.
Well, you can only use each skill once, but
I can only use each skill once.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
Mm-hmm. But
so
you only need one more win to secure the game.
So it was history, insight, investigation, perception, performance. Oh, no, or persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion or deception could work to fake him out.
Oh, deception. Okay. So deception, and I'll do insight.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay, so with a nat 20, it's just the subtlest nervous glance at the way he looks at his king, and you're able to immediately connect it that from where your bishop landed, it can't directly check the king, but it's going to be able to hold the king in place as you're able to just deftly slide your own queen halfway up the board, and you just pierce his king right there, just direct, basically just like an X maneuver, trapping the king in one part of the board, and the only spot it could escape to would put it in direct line of that bishop. So,
hell yeah.
Very good. You've beaten me. Well, a deal's a deal. Come back tomorrow morning and your suit will be completed.
I'll give him 30 for now, then I'll give him 30 later.
Very well. Okay. So you've got the good suit to impress the people, you've got the plan to exhume the body, and you've got your star witness. Anything else?
I think we're doing pretty good.
Okay, Earth Mover, do you want to do anything to prepare for the hearing?
Nah.
Okay. He's in the 12-year-old's hands. I have total confidence in him.
I mean, I'm already... I don't know what all there is to say. I'm just providing a witness. I'm providing 2 witnesses.
True.
Okay.
Right? We're providing someone that gives him an alibi, and we're providing a first-hand witness testimony from the person who got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else there is to do.
Okay.
I'm not a lawyer. I don't need to prepare an opening statement. That's his defense attorney's job. I don't have to worry about that.
Well, his defense attorney is currently Gordon, so.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Maybe we should prepare an opening statement.
Your Honor, this client didn't even do this. This is a mistrial.
Your Honor, this is stinky.
Mad cringe, as we say. Yeah, the case of Gideon versus Wainwright did not happen in this world, so he doesn't necessarily have the right to an attorney.
Dang, dude. Coming out strong.
Yeah. But,
okay.
Yeah, but remember, you're currently in a very militaristic, borderline fascistic country. the rule of order is very strong here. The system runs efficiently, and sometimes people get crushed by it. So,
True.
Yep.
Hey, Earthmover, we may need to liberate these people, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
We need to do a good old show them what that democracy is the only possible governing installment that works. And we need to liberate these people and also take all their oil. So just keep that in your back pocket for now.
Yeah. Or when Gordon becomes a warlord and takes over this country.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's this powerful at age 12, imagine how powerful he's going to be at age 40.
The odds are low, but never zero.
Exactly. But all right then. So the rest of the evening is able to pass, and early the next morning, Gordon, you're able to pick up your magical suit.
Give him the 30 back. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, this is quite the material it's made out of. This should keep you very warm, and it's enchanted to protect against, all mundane forms of spills and stains. So, with that combination, you could go out into the middle of the woods in the dead of winter in this thing, and you wouldn't have to worry about it getting dirty.
This is great news. This is great news. I do that quite often. So, thank you very much, sir.
All right then, and I'll be practicing my chess endgames for the next time we meet.
Next time it's gonna be for your whole shop. Bye.
All right. Yes, and we're to meet back towards the center of town again, and all right. So yes, you were told to meet at the steps of the courthouse first thing in the morning. So,
all right, Earthmover, you ready?
Yep.
Let's get it.
And you find the captain of the guard there speaking with a woman who's slightly taller than he is. She looks a bit older and has a very stern look upon her face. And she kind of cracks her neck and then looks up at you because she's still a gnome, even though she's a tall gnome.
Hello.
Hello. Stone Mover Party led by Gordon Fillet. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Presiding.
And you are Shantai Earthmover Lithmoriana?
That's correct.
Where's Stitch Urso?
He is
indisposed.
Yes.
Let's see. What about the dishonorably discharged soldier, Gerald? Is he off
extra planar?
Yeah. What he said.
And I see you're traveling with one of our Warforged now.
Yes, but he is.
He's on energy conservation mode at the moment.
Yeah, he's plugged in.
Mm-hmm. And then she looks up at the Rayford. Huh. You're also consorting with the drow. Interesting.
Consorting? Racist.
He was not in my reports that I read about you, but
he's new. He's shy. He's quiet. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure I'll find out more about him. Very well then. I understand that you have new information regarding the one known as Leon Key.
Yes, Your Honor. First of all, I would like to bring up that we have the means to, so I believe it would be in all of our favors and the right and just thing to do to go to the gravesite of one Miss Doctor.
It was Amanda.
Dr. Amanda
Slater.
Flanner.
Slater.
And what?
Slater.
Slater, sorry. And ask her herself.
And she just takes a moment to compose herself, because, like, for a second she looks at you like you have 3 heads, and then she just says in a very calm voice, "She is deceased."
We have the means to speak and commune with the departed.
Well, that was also attempted during his first trial, and the results did not point to his acquittal. But if you insist, and I understand that your Goliath associate here can exhume the body with minimal damage to the surrounding land.
That is correct.
Very well, I will allow this, but mostly for the simple reason that it will force Leon to once again face the to see what he has done to his community and to look into the eyes of his friend who he slayed. Let that be part of his penalty before we send him to the other side.
I would also just like to say I have another motion. If that does not tickle your fancy, I have another I have a eyewitness.
Yes, I heard that you were able to find Martin, and I'm sure that he's had plenty of time to work on his story.
Whatever the case may be, he was alive during the killing and knows of the whereabouts of Mr. Dr. Martin, clearing his name.
Okay. Very well. And she says something in Nomish to some people behind her in the building, and after she turns to you and says, "Wait here, we will have him brought out." And after about 10 minutes, you see this haggard-looking Nomish man, his facial hair outgrown. It kind of like he starts blinking a little bit, like takes him a few moments to adjust to the sunlight outside. Is today the day you finally let me die?
Today's the day we save you and send you back home to your wife.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of, she did show up for this, and she's struggling to restrain herself because she knows that she can't run over there to him, but they make direct eye contact with each other for what you can assume is the first time in a while.
Don't worry, sir. We'll get you back. We'll get you two back together.
All right. And the governor, she holds up some papers and she says, "Very well then, calling the emergency appeal of case number 02-0804 CF-000635, the Center Silver Region versus Martin Key. Defendant stands convicted of the murder of Dr. Amanda Slater. This non-magistrative hearing is called to determine if the stay of execution is to be granted for Martin Key. Dr. Adriana Key claims to have new evidence exonerating her husband as provided by the adventuring party known as the Stone Movers. You will have 1 hour to present your case, then I shall make my decision. Speaking, you shall be heard, but I expect nothing but respect and order for these proceedings. You may begin."
All right. So, we need to go to the gravesite to be able to talk to Dr. Amanda.
Okay. And, very well then. Let the record indicate that we are moving this proceeding to the cemetery. And
Your Honor, will this be the time it takes us to get there? Will that take within the hour of our time, allotted time?
You have 1 hour of allotted time. I will not make special accommodations merely because you wish to change the venue.
Okay, then I would like to proceed that we question the witness on our way to the gravesite.
Very well then, Mr. Flay. This is your time, and you seem to know what you're doing.
I call Dr. Shipwreck to the stand, please. Or to the
Metaphorical stand, as it were.
the metaphorical
Yeah.
stand.
Oh, does Earth move like manifest like a podium or whatever that moves with him,
Yeah.
like on wheels?
Yeah.
We put him in a wheelchair.
Yep.
Dr. Shipwreck, where were you? Where were you? From my understanding, you were with both of the Dr. Keys during the time of the incident.
Not quite. I was out with Leon that evening. Let's see now. It was a starry night. We were looking up towards the sky, and we were considering whether or not our flying machines could go up and up, all the way up to those stars.
Oh, that would be something, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when did you find out about Miss Doctor, rather, Amanda's death?
Let's see now. There were some calls of terror coming out through the village. We went closer into town to begin to investigate, and we overheard the guards talking.
Really quickly, when you say we, who do you mean?
I mean both Martin and I.
Okay.
Yes, we went closer to town, and we overheard the guards talking about how she had been killed in her home, and about how his research papers were found there. And I suggested that we take a few days to let the situation cool off by going out of town. And he insisted that he bring his wife with him. After what had been happening, we considered these bad signs.
So, at the time of you finding out of Dr. Amanda's death, you were with Dr. Martin.
Yes.
Now, did Dr. Martin have his gun on him while you were with him?
No, it was just a casual evening between two friends. He had no reason to bring his weapons.
So he was away from his weapon and with you when they found him.
That is correct.
Did they say how long it was from the time of death to when they found her?
Let's see now. Based on the reports and how much blood was there, and also the fact that no one actually heard the gun go off, they said that it could have been any length of time of half an hour to 2 hours.
Now, how long were you with Dr. Martin within that time? Or how long were you with Dr. Martin?
Let's see now. We had been out looking up the stars for somewhere about 30 to 45 minutes when we saw that there was some sort of commotion going on in town.
And where were you before that?
Before that, well, we'd spent that evening, together, sort of towards on the outer part. We never fully left the town's vicinity, but we went out of it a little bit towards some of the further out regions. We were trying to see if we could glimpse Cloud Forge from there, because sometimes you can on clear evenings.
Cloud Forge. You know, me and my party are going there myself, I believe. So you were with Dr. Martin for an extensive period of time, for multiple hours today, for that day.
Yes.
So you were with him, and he did not have his gun on him.
Yes.
So is it possible that somebody stole his gun and murdered Miss Amanda while he was away?
Yes, that is what I assume likely happened.
Thank you. Earthmover, if you have anything else you'd like to say.
I think that rounds it up pretty nicely.
Holy shit, I did something great.
And yes, and after the messages that we had received, wasn't too surprised that we were worried that something like this might happen within the next few years.
From who, would you think?
Let's see now. We each received anonymous messages wanting to get in contact with us to learn more about our engineering designs.
And were these ever signed by anyone?
No. One thing that we noted was that they were written in common.
Yes. Very very open, where it could be anybody.
Yes.
Now, I guess there's really nothing else to say.
Okay.
How close are we to the graveyard?
Yeah, you're about to get there. Okay, so there's something that could be relevant here. I feel like maybe one of you could make like a history check for me to remind you of it, or an intelligence saving throw, or...
I have a -1 to both of those, so Earthmover, if you want to, like, I'll roll one as well.
Probably only one of you should roll this for this type of check, but yeah.
Oh, okay, then.
Yeah, Andres, yeah, if you could go ahead and either make like an intelligence saving throw, or roll history, or make a history saving throw.
What would history saving throw mean?
It's where you roll a d20 and then add your history modifier.
Well, in what way is it a saving throw?
Because this is reflexive.
Is it treated separately from a check in terms of proficiencies?
No.
I see. I'm in the wrong... This is the wrong Roll20. I don't know what Roll20 this even is. History.
Okay.
Oh, I love not being scrolled to the bottom. 15.
Okay, yes. With a 15 total, you're reminded in part why it took Martin so long to get back. And that's because the orcs there, they let loose a few comments telling you that they were specifically told to keep him in the mines, and they would let him go after another week. So this wasn't just that he happened to be caught up in their crosshairs. He was a target of theirs.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know of any connection between the orcs and any other group?
No, but you do know that it... Okay. If you keep asking the right questions, though, I might be able to give you some more contextual information.
Where were they when the murder occurred?
They were Leon and Martin were on the outer side of town.
And where did the murder occur?
She was killed in her home, which would have been, and she, and yeah. Well, are you asking Martin this?
Yeah, these can be in character questions. That's
okay.
fine.
Well, she was killed in her home, and we all lived generally in the same area because it provided us plenty of open space to test out our new inventions. It was on the other side of town.
And were there any kind of groups that didn't like you performing said experiments?
Well, I mean, domestically, we've been pretty well supported, but as you can imagine, there's all sorts of international rivalries going on. We've had various engineers try to approach us or intimidate us from other countries.
Huh.
But why do you ask?
This is an above the board question now. Did he know that they were intending on holding him basically for the week?
No, I don't think he was directly privy to that.
Oh, great. So we need to introduce one of ourselves as a witness, which is Bias.
Yeah. Well, actually, you haven't asked him that specifically, so Earthmover doesn't know if he knows.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you were barred from leaving the mines. Do you know why?
Yes, there were these very large humanoid creatures. I believe that they're called orcs. They had taken possession of the soul mine, or at least that particular part of it temporarily. They were trying to, I suppose, get access to the treasures of the mine, including the ether and the small weapon cache that was there.
Now, if they were just there trying to obtain wealth or things of that nature, why would they want to keep you there?
That's something I've been trying to muse out. Perhaps they wanted me to tell them how to use the forge or how to build more of the guns that they found. They seem to have be somewhat privy to the situation, though. I mean, it's very rare to see orcs this far inland, let alone a raiding party that made it all the way through here and knew specifically to go to the soul mine.
Did they ever ask you those types of questions about the soul mine, things that they might have wanted to learn from you, how to operate it, to use it for themselves?
Yes, they did have a few questions about the technology there and how the firearms work. I must confess that under the stress of torture, I did give away a state secret of how to operate the firearms, and I'm willing to face the penalty for that.
Okay. That can be handled another day.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, he gave away state secrets. We have to execute him right now.
No.
No, I'm kidding. And actually, at this point, the governor kind of steps in and says, so you're admitting under oath that you were held captive by these orcs, and under torture, you gave them this information. Do you have any evidence that there was orcs present there?
Did we deal with the orcs?
Yes, you did.
Would we have anything that would be substantial proof of existence of orcs?
Oh, you grabbed all their weapons.
Pull some out.
Yeah, just dump out your bag of holding. Just be like,
we'd like to submit into evidence orcish weapons confiscated from the mines.
All these letters to Santa Claus. And they actually just do kind of a... So at this point, you mostly made the cemetery, but she kind of makes everyone stop so she can look over it. Let the court reporter note that Earthmover produced from a magical bag a collection of large melee weapons, all of which are of orcish design and appear to have recently seen combat.
And registered.
Unregistered weapons, we might add.
Yes. Well, either you're telling the truth about the orcs, or this is a very elaborate attempt to fabricate evidence.
This is a litigious society. We're not going to sit here and just make things up, with all due respect.
And
right.
She motions over to the captain of the guard. Can you confirm with your experience and study of weapons that these are indeed orcish as they appear to be? And he looks them over and says, yes, this design appears to be consistent with the type of forging that's used currently in Skenin for various orcish armies and raiding parties, so... Okay, well, I believe you when you say that there were orcs in the area that you dispatched recently, but...
Thereby burying the state secrets as well, as a side note.
Yes, I suppose. So, yes, very good on doing your civic duty there. Also, did you happen to pick up the firearms there? Because when this is through, you will be required to return them.
There were firearms?
Yes. Should the court reporter read back the testimony?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, like wait, once Earth Movers play there, it was literally the reason why we got down this chain of evidence is because they started talking about the guns being present there.
That wasn't so much an Earth Mover question as an Andreas question.
Yes.
I do I like lean over how lawyers do it and like talking how they have a lawyer's here. I go to Earth Mover and say, "Hey, Earth Mover, I have a gun."
Just slowly passing a note saying,
Yeah.
"Hand over all your money."
That's not gonna be a problem, is it?
It's sounding like it might be.
Okay. I found it in the mines. But I found him and I took it from a guy that I killed.
Yeah, there we go. I was about to say, Riley. Found is a very generous word.
Wait. What was it? One of the orcs, or
It was one of the orcs, yeah.
Yes, all the orcs had guns.
yeah? Let's probably submit those to evidence too.
God. Alright, well, my fingerprints are all up
Oh yeah,
The hell are fingerprints?
there.
this world doesn't know about those.
Oh, true. Oh, a pool of the killer's blood. Ew, clean it up. Anyways.
Back to my hunch. Alright
Okay.
then. So, alright. You have my authority to exhume the body. Perhaps you're able to ask 5 better questions than Leon had his mage ask. So,
If we could we have a...
Wait,
these were asked
What-
during the
what
trial?
what questions were asked?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we have the
Can't
list
we
of
not
questions
double
in the
cast
answer?
on a corpse?
oh no, it has to wait 10 days.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have a list of the questions and the answers to the question for everything that was talked
Well, that would
about?
be cheating if I just gave you the answers. You were supposed to study for this test. I'm kidding. She doesn't say that.
I shoot her.
I shoot her with the gun Martin killed. Gun Martin killed.
I shoot her, then Martin, then myself.
An easy way to finish this. The husband, the wife, her, and there we go.
Yes, I can get you the list of questions that was asked. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in chat, but I'm also gonna read them out. So, and she hands you a copy of the court documents, but the 5 questions were: when did you die? 14th of Winterholt, 805 AR. How did you die? Most likely from being shot in the back of the head. Do you know who killed you? No. What was your relationship with Leon Key? Once very close friends, but our friendship was strained in the past few years due to professional disagreements. When did you last see Leon? 12th of Winterholt, 804 AR.
So wait, you said you put them in chat.
Yeah, it's in chat now.
Okay.
Before we ask her questions, I'm gonna ask a few more additional questions.
Okay.
Of Martin.
Yep.
What was the level of access to firearms that you all had?
We had top access to pretty much any tools or resources that we may have needed for our research. Top level security clearance. I mean, we built a city that could float in the sky. They would have, if we had wanted a dragon made out of adamantite, the military probably would have found a way to get it to us.
Is there a coroner's report
Mm-hmm.
that would detail what they think killed her?
Yes, and by reading that over, you're able to ascertain that the long and short of it was that she was found, face down with severe, with her head basically being blown apart, bullet fragments everywhere, and Leon's gun was found on the ground nearby.
Cool.
We should ask her if whoever shot her, if they said anything out loud, or if she heard anything, or like heard a voice.
Yeah. What did you hear before you died? Is not a bad question.
Mhm.
What were you doing when you died?
Mhm.
Yeah. Why were? I guess was anybody trying to did anybody disapprove of your work?
Who had access to Leon's guns?
Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. We can figure out the other ones as we go. Those first two seem most important.
Okay. So just carefully re-exhuming the body for the first time. Hey, wait a minute! Someone broke into this. Okay, this is just shoddy coffin workmanship. It looks like it was broken into by someone.
That we shouldn't discuss antics such as that during a case this big.
Okay.
And
Time to crack open a cold one.
And before you can do anything, the governor actually gestures for Leon to be brought up, and she points directly down at the body and says, "I want you to face what you did one more time before we send you to her." But then again, let's not be so generous as to where you're going.
What are their religious beliefs here?
Okay.
They have heaven and hell here?
Is that one of your questions? What were your religious beliefs?
Crack that.
Are you currently in gnome hell?
Crack that some open.
Okay. Yes, and you're able to re-expose to the decaying body of Amanda, and Rayford is able to cast the spell. Once you wait, are you ready for him to cast it?
Send it. Well, how long does the spell last?
I think like 10 minutes.
All right, we're fine.
Okay.
All right. So, first question. What were you doing when you died?
Okay. I was at home looking over some looking over some diagrams I had prepared for CloudForge.
Was that the end of what she said?
Yes.
Did you hear anything that made you think someone was near you before you died?
like footsteps or a voice.
I heard my door being thrown open with great force, but before I could turn around, I died.
How many sets of footsteps, if any, did you hear before the door was burst open?
Just one set of loud footprints.
Had anyone recently expressed displeasure with you or your work?
Andres, I'll give you one mulligan to rephrase that question so it's not just a yes or no, if you want.
Oh, yeah, sure. Who, if anyone, had
Okay.
recently expressed?
Nice.
I had received a number of strange and disturbing correspondences that had been offering me immense sums of money to take my research out of the country and to be able to provide new flying technologies to a to another land.
A question about how this spell works.
Mm-hmm.
Is this questions directed at the corpse?
Yes.
So, like,
I'm gonna pull legal counsel to the side for a second.
Okay.
Should we just straight up ask what country? Because if that country is orc country, I think we win.
yeah, I would assume so. She said there were loud footprints.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, no, don't make loud footprints.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you can't hear a gnome walk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Although, it's also the fact that she can answer, I don't know, if that's the answer, so.
Sure.
And she said earlier that all the letters were in common.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that at least Dr. Ship.
Yeah, but in theory, out of the country to a foreign land.
We could say were any of these from orcish people?
Or would you have any way of knowing where this might have come from?
That's a yes or no.
Yeah, okay, fair, but something on
But
those.
yeah, that's where I'm going with this. Is either, yeah. Where would you say the correspondences this offer was seeking to send things, if you had to guess, assuming you weren't certain?
Okay.
That's a good way to word it.
Yeah. Okay, so you directly asked that?
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing I might know about Origin is that one of the packages came with a bribe of sorts with gold coins that specifically came, part of them from Penny, part of them from Skennen, and another part were Alnig minted coins. So I assume it was from one of those three locations.
Drew, are we safe to assume that any one of those is a orc?
I mean, Skennen is in orcish country, and actually at the mention of Alnig gold coins, it probably pops back into at least one of your heads that was one of the when you found some gold coins on the orcs from earlier, that was actually one of the denominations that it was printed in. Was some were in Paneep and others were in Alnig coins.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, when we dispatched the orcs,
Mm-hmm.
they had Paneep coins on them.
I took a couple. Look. Also, would their guns have something like that etched into them?
I think the guns were stolen from here.
Yeah.
Nowhere else has guns.
Mm-hmm.
Has Paneep been where?
Skennen and Alnig.
But the orcs had Alnig and Paneep mint coins on them. Yeah. So I'll mention both.
Mm-hmm. You realize and the governor says to you, you realize the implication of this, right?
That espionage is being performed by Scannon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, by 3 different countries, but in particular,
likely. Yeah. And to clarify, Paneep is the country that you're currently in. That's the Nomish country.
Oh. Alnig, and
Yep.
Scannon.
Do you think that would the kings and high dukes, would the king and high dukes of Alnig do this? I wouldn't put it past them, but Earthmover, let me ask you something. Do you follow any of the divinities?
Not particularly.
Do you have any sort of devotion to any sort of planar or higher powers?
Not particularly. I make decisions based on what I can understand.
I can agree to that. But if I were to ask you what you hold highest in your life on a more philosophical or spiritual standpoint, would you be able to answer that?
Give me some frame of reference for what kind of answer you're expecting.
Because
what would you answer to the same?
what I'm seeking here is I need you to be able to give an oath made in a very powerful way, and being able to swear by your god is often the best way of doing this, or there are some other things that you could swear by to seal this.
Is there a god of deals? Or like just like literally a god of making deals or oaths or promises or things of that nature?
And actually, Amanda chimes in and says, yes, actually, there is a god of deal making and honesty and precision in those matters. We built a temple to him in the center of Cloudforge.
What is it that you would ask me to swear?
And the governor looks over and says, "You're speaking of Vendant, are you not?" And the other Dr. Key confirms that and says, "Very well, Earthmover, I'm going to need you to, if you can do this for me. The Vendant, he is a god of fair deals, transactions, balance, also sometimes various forms of transmutation magic and the like. My understanding is that is what you are well practiced in."
It sure is.
Yes. Yes. Spell circles, runecraft, that sort of thing.
Very, very down my alley.
Mm-hmm. Very well then. And are you familiar with Vendant?
I'm not, but I suppose I might soon become more acquainted.
Actually, you did.
I guess I've heard of Vendant.
Yeah, and you've actually met one of his priests before. In Feral, that was one of the temples that helped you.
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So to some degree.
Very well. Then I would like for you to make one of your runecraft circles and swear and invoke the name of Vendant that you are providing truthful testimony about what you found in the mines.
We haven't lied, have we? We haven't.
No. But it's just that what you're saying.
No, I know. I'm making sure that I'm not making an enemy of a god.
Okay, yeah.
Not that Earthmover has particular respect for gods, but yeah, I'll go ahead and make a transmute element Earth.
Yeah. Yeah. Although, Andres, just because you're not a fan of someone doesn't mean you want to anger them. I mean,
oh, exactly. Yeah. If someone has power, I don't want to piss them off. I'm not trying to make powerful enemies.
Yeah,
like I don't particularly favor anyone in Goldman Sachs, but I wouldn't want them coming after me. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll make a transmute element Earth circle.
Very well.
And kind of use it to make the Earth kind of come up to meet my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I swear on Bendant that my testimony is true.
And you are smited. No. I'm sorry, Andres. You forgot to put one comma in this affidavit, so this is technically a lie because of the way you conjoins these parts of the sentence.
I don't believe you. I've seen the way you use commas. That's not a complaint you would make as a dungeon master. You don't have me edit your documents and see your atrocious, simultaneously over and under use of commas.
Andreas, I don't think that I use too many commas.
But then you don't put one at the end of a list.
Yes, I do.
Oh, maybe you do. I don't know.
Anyway, yes, but Earthmover does feel that in whatever he has in place of his soul.
Rude.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the dark, dark void of his heart, he feels something rumbling.
Oh, that tilapia must have gone bad.
Yep. Belch. Very well then. Suppose it wouldn't be just to send an innocent man off to his death like that. Very well, I shall issue a temporary stay of execution. Let it be noted that Dr. Martin Key, who had been sentenced to face the honorable final meal tomorrow, shall not be executed for now. We will go over the records again, and if this all points in the direction we think it is, he shall be released.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations, Stone Movers. You just saved a life today.
Well, potentially. You still might execute him according to what you just said, but...
And you also may have either stopped or started a war, depending on where this goes.
Well, I've certainly uncovered
an innocent man
espionage.
is no longer...
Is that the right word? A plot of espionage.
Perhaps Galay does have more to offer than we realized. If the great heroes of Galay were able to come here and tell us that it was actually Alnick who's been plotting against us, then maybe we don't need to go to war after all. But that's not my call to make.
I mean, to be fair, I'm from Kurin, so I just kind of go everywhere and make things better. It's my job.
Well, in that case, keep up the good work.
Yeah.
But all right then, you guys have probably won the day, so that's probably a good place to call this session.
Da-da-da-da.
Yes, the 12 Angry Men episode.
We can finally use the gondola now.
Oh yeah, the sky gondola.
Yeah, the actual only reason we were in this town.
Yep.
The actual only reason.
Yeah.
That's so true. We could have just said, "Oh, well, that sucks."
Your
Anyways.
your town is a stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving.
You must save my husband. Oh no, guys, it's okay. I found this hot air balloon. We don't need to worry about that woman anymore.
If that had happened, that man would die. The espionage plot would not have been uncovered. That's just like down to them being bad at their jobs. Oops.
Yeah.
We would have had to like cross it again, and it would just been an orc town.
Like, don't even worry about the fact that 95%, like, they were like, hey, look, I'm the FBI, and we just learned that we can solve crimes using hair. Hey, we just solved a bunch of crimes using hair in the past 20 years. It's 1990. Hey, if you solve a crime with hair, but you don't understand DNA, your results are probably crap, according to 95% of them being crap.
Yeah.
Welp, I'm not going to fix that.
Yep, but what's important is that you got this, is that you defiled a grave. That's what's most important here, I think.
Yeah, I didn't put it back. We just left.
Yep.
They didn't tell me to. I left.
Hey, Earthmover, can you put the body back? Oh,
I didn't move the body. I just opened it up. You guys know how to use a shovel.
Yeah, okay.
I just uncovered an espionage plot. I'm tired. I don't want to use magic anymore.
Yep.
Smell you later.
How much do you want to add to my billable hours? Sheesh.
Real. I'm already being billed as an attorney right now. You want me to be billed as a mortuary as well? Yeah. Not mortuarian. What's
that's hilarious. Yeah,
Undertaker.
Actually, before the end of this, we should go back and meet up with the couple and be like, all right, so this is
all right. So here's our rates.
You owe me $32,000 in legal fees.
Honestly, yes. Like we went and like saved someone from being held hostage to use them as a key witness in a trial that was already over.
Yep.
They don't pay us. We kill them.
They don't pay us. We just like tell them, actually, I lied.
Yeah.
I committed perjury. This man is actually a fake. He's not the real dude. His alibi is false testimony. We'll go to jail. Kill that dude.
Yes, and you see, I lied in the name of God. In the name of a god. That's why my skin is gray. Wasn't your skin gray yesterday? Wow, that's racist of you.
Oh, I see. So all grays are the same.
Can't you see that this is very clearly a different tone of gray?
All right.
All right then. I think this has been a good session. But until next time, I've been your host and dungeon master, Drew, being joined by
Earth Mover
and
Gordon Flay.
Until next time, bye.